Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and I'm going to be doing a Nemleria Sphinx deck profile. So I'm really excited to do this for you guys because this deck was actually suggested to me by one of my patrons, Izzy. And this deck is an awesome deck with just how well Nemleria and your Sphinx monsters work together, with the Dreaming Tower being able to search your Sphinx monsters from the deck. So without further ado guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards, like in your name description for every single video, getting a signed cards in the mail, and even getting to request a deck profile every single month to your Patreon. And definitely give Izzy some love down in the comments down below for suggesting such an awesome deck. So let's get straight on into this one, guys. So first off, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Dreaming Nemleria. This card is a definite 3 of the deck, and the entire deck works around this card, with the ability that once returned during your main phase, you can place 1 Nemleria continuous spell card from your deck or graveyard face up on the field. And if you do, add this card to your extra deck face up. And you cannot special summon Dreaming Nemleria the turn you activate this effect. But that's an awesome effect just to instantly get the Dreaming Tower on your side of the field and be able to start searching out your really powerful cards like your Dream Defenders or even your Sphinx monsters. We then play 3 copies of Nemleria Dream Defender Chocolate. This card is awesome as a 3 of the deck, so it can actually special summon itself to your side of the field and get absolutely massive, with the ability that if you have a face-up Pendulum monster in your extract, then you can special summon this card from your hand, and you can only special summon this card once per turn this way. And if you have Nemleria, Dreaming Nemleria face-up in your extract, quick effect, you can banish 1 face down card from your extract face down, and this card gains 500 attack for each monster that your opponent currently controls until the end of the turn, so this card can get absolutely massive on the field. We then play 3 copies of Nemleria Dream Defender Vanilla. This card is a definite 3 of in the build as well because it shares a similar effect. And if you have a face-up Pendulum monster in your extract, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you can only special summon it once per turn this way. And when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a Nemleria cards that you control while you have Dreaming Nemleria face up in your extract, quick effect, you can banish 1 face down card from your extract face down and negate the activation, which is a great effect to be able to protect your cards. We then play 2 copies of Sphinx. This card is insane as a 2 of in the deck to be able to just instantly summon to your side of the field, and it's a great 2 of in the deck. You can pay 500 life points to special summon this card to your side of the field, while you control Pyramid of Light on the field. And this card cannot attack the turn that it was normal or special summon, which is just a really good effect to be able to just instantly get this card on your side of the field. We then play 2 copies of Sphinx. Sphinx is great and actually has the same summoning requirements as your copy of Sphinx, and it's very easy to put on your side of the field as long as you control Pyramid of Light. And both of these are searchable off your copy of Dream Tower, which is just absolutely crazy. We then play a single copy of Thinian the Great Sphinx. This card is summonable in the deck, which is absolutely crazy, and there's a really neat little combo in this deck that you can use with Torrential Tribute to pop both of your Sphinx monsters on your side of the field to summon out this card to the field. Because this card has the ability, this card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by paying 500 life points when both Sphinx and Sphinx on your side of the field are destroyed at the exact same time. And then you can special summon this card from your hand or deck. And when this card is special summoned by paying the life points, you actually get to increase this card by 3,000 attack points, bringing this card out at 6,500, which is absolutely crazy. This card is amazing to put on your side of the field, and it's an absolutely crazy nostalgic monster that's super easy to summon in this deck. We then play a single copy of Alpha, the Master of Beasts. This card is searchable in the deck off your copy of Dream Tower because it searches Beast level 10 monsters, which is amazing just to be able to search this awesome card out of the deck. We then play 3 copies of Fairy Tale Luna. With every dream, you need a fairy tale, so this card is really good in the deck, and it's also a small world bridge to be able to get to your copy of Dreaming Nemleria. And this card has a great effect that when this card is normal summon, you can add a spellcaster type monster with 1850 attack from your deck to your hand, and then once per turn during either player's turn, you can actually target 1 face-up monster that your opponent controls, and your opponent can send a monster with the same name from their deck or extract to the graveyard to negate this effect. Otherwise, return both it and this card back to the hand, which is a pretty good effect. We then play 2 copies of a Cat of Ill Omen. A Cat of Ill Omen is really good as a 2 in the deck because this card is actually a flip effect monster that can search out Pyramid of Light, which is a really good effect to be able to just search out that card from your deck. So that's it for the monsters, guys. Let's get into the spells. So for the spells, we're going to start off with 3 copies of Small World. Small World is amazing as a 3 on the deck to be able to get your copy of Dreaming Nemleria. There's a lot of your monsters only have in common that they're light monsters, so you can reveal a bunch of different monsters in your hand and then reveal Fairy Tale Luna in your deck and then get to your copy of Dreaming Nemleria. So that's a really awesome bridge in this particular deck to be able to get to your copy of your Dreaming Nemleria. I love that about the deck, that there's so many different light monsters in the particular build. Your copy of Nemleria is a fairy monster. It doesn't share the same attack points or defense points as any other monster in the deck, really, which makes it very easy to be able to search in the deck, and it's really good to be able to bridge into that card with your copy of Small World. I love that about this particular build, and it's just really awesome in the deck. We then play 3 copies of Pot of Extravagance. Pot of Extravagance is great because you actually want your extra deck to be banished in this deck, so this card is great to be able to use just to banish 6 cards from your extra deck face down, and then you actually get to draw 2 cards. We then play 3 copies of Sweet Dreams Nemleria. This is also a search over the deck, which is amazing because you can add a Nemleria monster from your deck to your hand. Then, if you have Dreaming Nemleria face up in your extra deck and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects this turn when you normal summon or special summon a Nemleria monster, which is a great effect to be able to use with this card, and it's a crazy powerful card to be able to use in this deck. We then play 3 copies of the Dream Tower of Princess Nemleria. This card is a definite 3 on the deck, and what makes the entire deck work, because this card has the ability that you can banish 2 face down cards from your X deck face down, and then add 2 level 10 beast monsters with different names from your deck to your hand, which is the main effect that you're going to be using on this card to actually search out your Sphinx monsters instantly from your deck. I love that about this card. It makes it so powerful and so consistent to actually summon out Thinning with this deck. It's just absolutely amazing. This card also has the ability you cannot special summon monsters from your X deck the turn you activate this effect, except Pendulum monsters, which it doesn't matter because we're not really summoning from the X deck anyways. And then if a Nemleria monster you control would be destroy a battle or an opponent's card effects while you have Dreaming Nemleria face up in your X deck, you can banish 1 face down card from your X deck face down instead, which is a really good effect to be able to protect your cards. So that's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps. So for the traps, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Trap Trick. Trap Trick is an amazing 2 on the deck to be able to instantly get to your copy of Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute is the way that we're actually going to destroy our copy of Andro Sphinx and Sphinx Telia to be able to summon out Thinning the Great Sphinx. But this card is great also because you can actually board wipe your opponent, and the copies of Trap Trick can actually banish Torrential Tribute from your deck to be able to set a copy of Torrential Tribute to your side of the field, which is the main reason we're playing this card in the deck. We're then playing 3 copies of Pyramid of Light. Pyramid of Light is a definite 3 on the deck that you always want to see so you can actually summon out your copies of your Sphinx monsters to your side of the field. I love that about this deck, that all of your level 10 monsters can instantly special summon them out to your side of the field, which is just absolutely crazy about the deck. But you really want to get to Pyramid of Light as quickly as possible, but that's really easy with cards like Pot of Extravagance or a Cat of Ill Omen being able to either draw cards or directly search this card from the deck. So that's it for the main deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. This card is a definite 3 of in the deck because this card can actually do 2,000 points of burn damage to your opponent. And you don't really need the extra deck all that much in this deck. You really just need them to be able to banish cards from your extra deck face down to be able to resolve your Nemleria effects. We then play a single copy of number 81. Number 81 is great because this card is a great defensive card and a really good card to be able to put on your side of the field. We then play 2 copies of Juggernaut Leap. Juggernaut Leap is a definite 2 on the deck that's super easy to step into with your other copies of your Super Dreadnought Rail Cannons, and this card is just great to be able to put on your side of the field to OTK your opponent. We then play a single copy of Sky Palace. This card is great because it can pop cards on the field, so this card is a definite 1 over the deck. You get to detach an XZ material from this card, and then target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy that target, which is just a super good effect to be able to use with this card. We then play a single copy of number XX, Utopic Dark Infinity. This card is really good in the deck as a 1-of because it has the ability that when a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can detach a material from this card and then target that monster and special summon it to your field in defense position, which is a really good effect to be able to take monsters out of your opponent's graveyard and put them on your field. You can also target one other face-up special summon monster that you control and gain life points equal to its original attack, which is great to be able to gain life points off this card's effect. We then play a single copy of Super Dimensional Robo Galaxy Destroyer. This card is great because it can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls, and also comes out at 5,000 attack points. The only downside of this card is it does require 3 monsters to make this card that are 3 level 10 monsters. We then play 2 copies of number 35, Ravenous Tarantula. The Spider Engine is great in this deck, but I feel like 2 copies of this card is really good because it has the ability that all monsters that you control gain attack equal to the difference, or gain attack and defense equal to the difference between your life points and your opponent's life points, making your monsters get absolutely massive, which is a crazy effect for this card to have. We then play a single copy of number 84, Pain Gainer. This card is just a step up into your copy of number 77, so you can actually make a 4 material Zeus off your Spider Engine, which is amazing, because you make number 35, then number 84, then your copy of 77, attack with number 77 with a 4,000 attack with monster, and then in the main phase 2, you just make a copy of Zeus on top of it, which we do play 2 copies of Zeus to be able to board wipe the field, especially since we're playing Pot of Extravagance in the deck. This card is just really good because you play 2 copies of it that you can step into extremely easily. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This deck is super fun to be able to play. If you guys have not tried a Sphinx deck before, you should definitely give this deck a try, especially with the Nemleria monsters. It's really crazy how easy it is to actually search out your Sphinx monsters with the Dream Tower, which is just such a powerful card in this deck to be able to just put on your side of the field and instantly get to your Sphinx card. So that's it for this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of our notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.